I mean, there's no order in your kitchen. You have stuff in there that's expired. You have stuff in there that you're not using. You have stuff in there that's broken. That means you are broken somewhere. You have things in you that are expired that you need to chuck, you need to get rid of. You have corners in you that need to be clean. Like Angela shared that they used to use Q-tips to get them corners. Get you a Q-tip, boo.
My heart is on fire because what our sister Sun Goddess shared with us, I want her to do the same for you all. This is power, y'all. This is fire. This is the power. She's going to show the power within us in the next.
I ain't sharing. I'm shy. Actually, for real. There was a point in my life that I was definitely shy. But what it honestly was the fear of not being accepted. So, but I will first I'll tell you about it and then I'll show you. Kind of like I did with you two. Well, no, actually, I think I showed you first because I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't hold it in. Okay, so we're doing 21 days of stepping out your comfort zone, right? Yes. We can say this is number one if you didn't start yesterday, but we're not going to do this on number one each time. That's all I got to say, okay? That's all I got to say. So this will be my post right now is what we're talking about. So I've walked through the house or this middle level of my house a couple of times with other Femme Flames, right? And it was barren. It was nothing. It was as if I just moved in or I'm about to move out to where everything was, it was nothing in this room at all, just the fireplace and the curtains. So no decorations, no TV, no nothing. And the other day I was walking through this area and I said to myself that, well, wait, let me back up because you got to really understand this, guys. The event that happened the last 5 years, and I'll say the last 5 years because it wasn't just last year, but the last 5 years, and then the emotional baggage or things that I allowed to come within my cells, let alone my mind, right? It was so, wait, hold on. I'm in the chat. So I got a shout.
I'm getting it.
Okay, so I was about to say your names live. Okay.
Go ahead and continue.
So I thought that my house held the negative or the memories of that time for me, but it wasn't the actual house itself. It was the memories that I kept pulling back, and I kept literally torturing myself with those memories. And recently, I have been dreading coming down to this floor, and this floor has the living room, the dining room, a half bath, as well as the kitchen. I literally was beginning to cringe coming downstairs because like I said, my mind was just bringing back junk, things that did not serve me, stuff that was literally making me want to vomit or cry or different scenarios and experiences. Because if you didn't know this, different places in our house holds energy. Let's say that you in the east part of your house, you always argue in that part of your house. So that means that part of your house, regardless if you're arguing or not, will have that energetic vibration of the arguments. However, recently my girl Blue came over. Hey Blue, I don't know if you're watching this live, but Boo, she came over because one of the things that she does is she goes to people's houses and she helps them transmute and move the energy in their house. And she came over and she brought her son and she was like, Boo, your house is cool. What you talking about? And then she said, D, it's your memories. It's not your house that's making you feel lonely or sad or wanting to commit suicide, because that's what I wanted to do last year. So recently I've been coming downstairs at this level and I'm like, I cannot handle this. The barren of this area, okay, download, was a representation of me. And I didn't realize it. It was empty because I was empty. So the other day I was like, I'm going to take my living room back. This is my house. I don't care if I'm about to move out in 3 or 4 months. While I'm in this house right now, I'm going to make it mine. I'm going to make it shine. I'm going to make it beautiful. I'm going to make it warm. People used to come to my house and be like, D, your house feels so amazing. The energy here is so comfortable. Although I was the one that was making it feel crazy and jacked up and sad and neglect and arguing and all those things, right? So this is where the comfort zone thing comes. Actually, I'll show you this part now so you can see it. Because you try. All right, so okay, my house has a fireplace and I didn't have any of this stuff upstairs. I didn't have my clock, I didn't have my foliage, I didn't have any of that stuff. And recently also, I reached out to one of the maintenance guys and said, I lost my key to turn on my gas fireplace. But let me show you something, because this was an aha moment for me yesterday. My key was here the whole time in plain sight, right there.
Oh my.
And this is what I want you to get from that.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Become aware of what your surroundings are. Live in the moment. Quit being so busy and rushing. Live in the moment so you can see what you need right in front of you. It was right in front of me and I didn't see it until yesterday. So now I have 2 keys. So now I have abundance. Watch out. However, I would have been able to turn this fireplace on months ago.
Wow.
So I want you to learn from that, from my aha moment yesterday. All you got to do is make sure that you look at your stuff. Look around. Pause. Stay in that moment. Don't have an opinion. Don't be judgmental. Or don't say, well, my manifestation is not coming the way that I told the universe I want it. Okay, no, boo. No, you need to just go ahead and relax and say, I see you. I see you and I trust you, and just go and be. Okay, so back on task. So I brought upstairs my TV. Let me show you my TV, my Bose surround sound, my DVD player, all that stuff. And when I first looked at it, guys, I was like, this is where the out of comfort zone came. I was like, well, I won't say quite like I told my queens, but me being a queen and embodying this new name that I've been given, the sun goddess, I wasn't truly getting it. And I was still in the past, meaning my twin flame was here. And sometimes when you have, being a very strong woman, sometimes when you have a man in your life, you suppress yourself in order to complete them. But that's not the way that it should be, because remember, we're supposed to be complete within ourselves. Because we don't actually need anyone else. We choose them, we want them. But the reason that we don't need them is because we have all that we need inside of us. So it was downstairs and I was like, where are you at? Why aren't you here? I cannot take this thing upstairs. Are you crazy? Look how big it is. The TV is huge. It's heavy. That glass thing, wait, and it's connected to the stand. I'm like, are you crazy? I can't do this. And then I said, D, weren't we just talking about fear the other day? Wasn't we just talking about face your fears and getting out of your comfort zone for 21 days? I said, face this and rise. Rise up and get it and figure it out. And so I said, okay, boo, okay. Okay, I hear you, okay. And so what I did, I took it one thing at a time. I took off the bottom part first. I took these off, took these things off. Then I took off this glass. Then I took the DVD player upstairs. Then I removed this from it and brought it upstairs. I took this stuff off. remove this. My point is, I took one step at a time. I saw what I wanted to take upstairs, but I didn't allow it to overwhelm me because that's what it was doing. It was overwhelming. I was like, I cannot carry that up. So what I did is I took it in steps. This is what we have to do in life. This is what you have to do in your manifestations. Quit talking about you want $1 billion and you get something or $10 and say that's not enough. That's not what I asked for. You have steps. You have steps. So that's how I tackled this fearfulness the other day. I didn't allow the overwhelming, the fact that I was like, I saw the complete thing to prevent me from rising up, to moving forward, to taking back this level. I refuse to walk through this level again with it being barren, to have nothing, to be a physical representation of what was going on inside me. So now, boo, shoot, D got a TV upstairs. I have the 2 keys to the fireplace. Watch out! 2 keys to the fireplace. I brought up my clock. I had this downstairs. It was all hidden. It had cobwebs on it. Remember, guys, your house, the physical things in your house represents your physical. Whoo, I almost dropped you. It represents you. This is your house. I had cobwebs all in me. The battery on the back of the clock was all corroded. I was corroded.
Wow.
I took all that back, guys, when I washed it, when I rubbed it down, when I loved it, and then I put it on up there where it belongs. That's where I'm going. That's where you're going. My point of this is never give up. Do not give up and take one step at a time. That's how it becomes easy to do, because you take one step at a time. And that was 2 days ago. Yesterday, it was supposed to be chilling. I'm like, I can't stop. I cannot stop. Remember, this is my floor, guys. This is my floor. I was in so much pain yesterday pulling up that huge TV. My quads was hurting, my foot, I hit my foot, but I didn't let any of it stop. And I'm still getting this together. But then I brought up this beast. Uh-oh, almost dropped you again. Hold on. Can you see it? I brought up my huge desk. This is one of 2 desks that I have downstairs. And last night, I'm like, you know what? Again, I'm taking it back. I'm tired of doing these lives upstairs in my bedroom when I want my bedroom to be a place of serenity, not working, not hustling, not any of that. I want to go up in my room and have my candles on and be chilling. I don't want to have to worry about doing no live. Remember, energy is everywhere. I didn't want my bedroom to have the vibrational frequency of my office, is what I'm saying. So now it's in the dining room. And I'm okay that it's in the dining room. I don't have no dining room table. Shoot, this is my dining room table, my office, my desk, and I'm cool with it. And so I'm gonna make this, the dining room, my studio. Let's go ahead and 10x this. It's gonna be my studio. Okay. All right. So let me
Oh my gosh. Go D. Go D. Go D. Go sun goddess. Go sun goddess. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Yes, girl. Oh my God. I'm crying.
Watch out.
Fire.
That's what I shared with them earlier, and you know us. They be like, or like I be with them too. Okay, you know you got to repeat all that again on the live, right? That's what I tell them. So they did it to me this morning. I said, cool, okay.
She showed it to us 5 minutes before the live, and we just like, it's like, you know, please. Our sisters got to hear this. Our sisters got to see this fire. Because we are all healing, right? We're healing live. Praise Allah. I am so proud of you. That's a queen. That's what a queen looks like, y'all.
Right. I want to summarize for you, okay?
Yes, please.
I know I said a lot.
Oh, she's going to sum up herself. She's going to sum up herself, Jessie.
Right. Because, you know, sometimes repetition makes it stick, right? So,
hello.
1, you are complete within yourself. You don't need anybody. You choose them. I choose to have a relationship with my neighbor. I choose to, there's nothing forced because I'm complete within myself. I don't need
Yes.
my neighbor. I choose her. I choose to pet your dog. I choose to love on the trees outside. I choose to live in this house. What are you choosing
All
today?
right.
Let's,
Woo!
because you are complete. So that's the number one.
I'm affirming
Number
it all. Go ahead, girl. Next one.
Right. Number two is that energy is everything around us. So look in your house, look in your closet, look in your refrigerator. Watch
Ooh.
out. Look in
Ooh.
your pantry. Do you have stuff in there that's expired? Do you
Ooh.
have, or like Jesse, look in your drawer where your bras and your panties are. Do you have your bras and panties to wear during a time you had trauma or a event? That garment might not hold the energy, but your mind does. Every time you see them pink panties, that crazy boo that you allowed in your house, and I don't mean just your physical house. I mean this. Your
Mm-hmm.
yoni. Your yoni is your house. You're gonna see them underwear and think of that crazy guy, right? Get rid of it. So assess the energy in your house, all of your houses, because it's not just one.
Yes.
I'll say it this way. Anything in the invisible always manifests in the physical if you don't deal with it in the invisible.
Ooh.
So your kitchen is dirty is because your mind is dirty.
Ooh.
I don't mean dirty is like a freak like I am. I'm not meaning like that. I
She flipped
mean,
that one.
right. I don't mean like that. I mean that it's filthy. Your kitchen, I mean, there's no order in your kitchen. You have stuff in there that's expired. You have stuff in there that you're not using. You have stuff in there that's broken. That means you are broken somewhere. You have
Mm.
things in you that are expired that you need to chuck, you need to get rid of. You have corners in you that need to be clean. Like Angela shared that they used to use Q-tips to get them corners. Get you a Q-tip, boo. Third one, never give up. Never give up. Never give up. It doesn't matter if you're crying,
Mm-hmm.
because okay, we the only thing crying is a release of energy. That's all that it is. But to sit with it, see what's going on.
Hey,
Don't
hey.
stay there.
That's right.
Then rise up and be the goddess and queen or empress or priestess or witch or whatever you want to call
Ooh.
yourself, fairy, whatever, sparkly, whatever that you are. Fourth, y'all loving this.
I'm writing everyone. Go ahead, girl. Keep on going.
Fourth, take things one step at a time.
Yes,
Stop getting mad at the universe because you said, I done told you that I want a husband, but you don't even love yourself. How can you love anybody else? It all starts with you.
that's right.
And understand and understand within your cells, your being, that everything that we desire and want, it takes steps to get there. And I'm not saying that, because let's say if you're a billionaire, you can go buy your house. But usually, no matter if you are a billionaire, or if you are broke, or if you have 100K in your bank account, majority of us were born through a gates and parents that were also hurt. So there's things that need to come off of us before the stuff that we quote unquote want can come. Because boo, you could be blocking it the whole time. Because you're talking about I want $1 billion, but you can't. You have an issue with spending one more dollar in the grocery store. So you
Wow.
are in a scarcity mindset because it could have been something happened when you were younger that you attached an emotional frequency or a blockage that's still going to be manifesting right now. You being 40, 47, 30, 20. So do the work. Do the work. So I think that's all.
I
I
want
think
to get my breath, catching my breath. Here, I want to affirm. I want to write what was, and everyone's affirming it. They put them in the chat box. Yes, yes, yes. The affirm number one, she said, I am complete with myself. Affirm number two, and I will take my time. I will assess the energy in my house. Whoo! Affirm number three, I will never give up. And affirm number four, oh my goodness, I will take things one step at a time. That means no skipping steps, y'all. You want to get all the things necessary to uplift our lives. Oh my goodness, no skipping steps. My grandmother used to say that. They said that in the temple when I was younger too. No skipping steps. Don't skip steps. One step at a time. We don't get wise overnight. Oh, girl, my heart is on fire.
I need to ring the bell. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much. That we, whew, girl, you guys are on fire. Your guys was like, and say it like this. Girl, she did not do all that before. She did a snippet and we was all on fire. Like, you got to say it. She set us on fire again. She blew it up.
because that's how I roll. I'm the sun goddess. Hello.
Hey, she said, well, you think you heard everything. You ain't heard nothing yet.
You better ask somebody.
You better ask somebody. Oh, praise Allah. That is so beautiful. Thank you, Mama. And before we move on to Jesse, I remember something that I left out, and I apologize because D, you're right. Take your time. You always telling me that. I was so excited about everyone telling, and I didn't say in about you saying about your journey. That I didn't say in a moment. And look, I skipped a step. So this is healing and living in action. I wanted to let you all know, and you will see it up front and foremost, my button, my Morse button.
Yeah.
On my Morse button, this is a jewel. This is the jewel in my crown. On my Morse button, you see the star and crescent. It is the emblem of Islam, a religion of peace. Islam is a religion of peace. And on top, you see MA. That's my nationality. I am Moorish American. I'm descendants of Moroccans and born in America. And underneath, you see Allah, the name of the Almighty God. And we know that He has many names. We're all talking about the same being. There's only but one Almighty Creator, right? We all talk about the same thing, just different languages around the world. All right. So thank you for that beautiful lesson. Grabbing me back and grabbing our sisters back. And our brothers out there. This is for everybody, everybody. We have to be the change that we want to create in the world, and this is how you do it. This is how we do it. I know.
This is how we do it. Okay, let me stop.
She's gonna go for it. I was gonna keep
Right, right.
So one, I love you all so much.
Oh wow, yes, baby.
Ah, man. So one of the things that I was, when I went back to after my year, was what I was sharing yesterday was my guys were saying, I'm coming home, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. So they wanted me to share that with you, D. And also, they asked me to use this cup today. I was like, okay.
Oh.
You know, special shout out to all of them. And honor your strength. Follow your heart. And this comes from the very own. You know, all the lessons come in packs. But all seriousness of the seriousness of the seriousness. I love that so much, D, because taking your power back, sometimes it hurts, sometimes it aches, Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you cry, sometimes you moan, sometimes you scream, sometimes it's just, you know, because you've been in a cage for so long, in a glass cage, in a glass porcelain doll, you know. And that's what I felt when I was in my box. I was in a box of a porcelain doll, like you're my doll, and that was it, you know. So when I came out of my porcelain doll box, my bathroom was clogged, and I was like, somebody please help me unclog this thing. And then, oh no, we don't know how to do it, the snake, and whatever, the snake we got is the wrong snake, and blah, blah. And I was like, okay. So clearly, the plumbers in my team, right, are here. So would I get assistance from a plumber now? Will I get a plumber's energy, please? Because, you know, like I was already in the process of being with my guides and just knowing energy and reading all of this. And I was like, okay, so plumber, please. But before the plumber, I was like screaming, and then something, you know, one of my guys was like, calm down. And then now that I met D, I know that this is D. Calm down, Cheetah. Calm down, girl. Like, no, we're doing this together, boo. You know, you move, we move. I move, you move, right? So then I went back and I went and I put all the tools in the floor. This was before my bathroom was this way. My bathroom was hideous. I hated it. This, by the way, this house, and I am very grateful, by the way. This house is 100 years old.
Wow.
100 years old, yes. It's in the place where this house was built. It's been passed down to generation, right? And now it was bought by new owners. So it's 100 years old, right? But because being it was 100 years old, when I read the energy of the house, because my guy said, but do you even know how old is this house? You know, do you even know who owned it? And blah, blah, blah. So anyways, we went into that beautifulness of things. Then I put all the tools in the floor, and I said, okay, well, you know, I will love this new bathroom. And then boom, the image of my bathroom now came in. And I was like, ooh, this is nice. Right, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That is the bathroom I want. Okay, how do we get there? How do we go there? Please. Because I need to bring that bathroom here. Because I need to enjoy my beautiful moon bath. But before that, then, you know, if somebody was, oh, let's, you know, take it slow, let's take a deep breath before we go in there, let's drink some water. And so I came out of the bathroom, drank some water, I came back in the bathroom, and literally I was just like, to the snake of the, you know, oh, no, not this way, oh, this way, no, and everything that the snake was doing, I was just moving along, and then it's asked me to like roll it, and I was like, oh, I can feel it now. I can feel oh, that's a big one. So then I was like going. So then then it's like, why don't you like pull it? Because there's another button that you just go this way, and then you bring it up. And when I was bringing it up, all of it came out. All of it, like all the stuff, hair, flowers, you know, you name it. Everything was up in there. I was like, okay, so yeah, I clearly don't need anybody else. Like, I clearly can do this. I clearly could be a plumber now. I clearly, you know, for the moment, I can do this. So that's how it started for me, Dee. So I am glad that your guides, you know, reminded you of this, because this is what it gave me of that, because I've been in a very, like Prince will say, It's been deep. So yesterday after our call I went in to have a conversation with Ange, and I was like, oh my God, I'm feeling a lot. I'm feeling a lot of all the things that I've been doing. You know, like my feet are hurting, my kids are scared, my husband is scared, everybody thinks I'm going crazy, and you know, my parents want to send me on a vacation because they think I'm going crazy. My brother wants to, you know, everybody says that I'm not healthy, that, you know, this is not healthy. And I was like, wait, what? So are they speaking from a healed perspective that they see the consciousness in me, or they're thinking of the hurt that everything has caused them because I am coming out of, you know, I'm being the Mulan of the family, and right. So that happened after our conversation, and after we did all of that work, because you weren't available, you had your thing, so we wanted to, and then Ange, I was like, hey, can we have some back office stuff, because I really need some help. Like, I really need some help. I really need to get this stuff out, because I really need to figure this out. I really need to figure this out for us, for what we're going through and stuff like that. So in Prince's voice, I'm feeling delirious. And that's what I was feeling. I was feeling delirious because I was doing the same things, and I was looking at people's eyes when I shouldn't be, you know, looking at them. And after I came home, after my 3-hour walk, my guys were like, oh, let's go watch a movie. And it's like, okay, let's go watch a movie. And so I watched G.I. Joe, and then they're speaking to me through the movie as I watched the movie. And I'm like, oh, wow, okay. So yeah, and you know, my husband and I had a conversation, and that went, and Biggie was there, and he was in his power all along. He was growling, and he was like, no. And I was just like, I honestly don't know yet, because I haven't unpacked it. I haven't really got through all of the next exercise, which was what we done, and the questions that we asked, that my guys asked me to ask myself, for the collective and for myself, right? So yeah, so that happened, and I was just like jamming with Prince, and you know, coloring and writing, and I was like, okay, you know, we got this, let's do this. We're gonna, like, is this part of, you know, am I in a slump? Am I in the mud again? Am I in the mud again? And this is what happened. Did I go back to the mud? When we worked so hard not to be in the mud? You know, did you go back to the mud? Oh man, so that was deep. And then we were in the mud for a little bit. So it took, and I was telling and I was sharing with Dee before you got in the call, was that I finally heard Master's voice through my husband. It was so deep that I was like, all right, this is happening. Okay. He was up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It was,
wow.
Yeah, it was very deep, and so we went shopping today. Yeah, we went shopping today. We had conversations about certain things that we're working out for the kids and for me before I go on my trip, and before we settle all of these things. And that was one of the things that I asked Ange if she was coming here, to help me with this, because I was having I was in the mud again of having to organize it, or even get myself out of it. I've been there for a long time now. And when I asked Angela, I said, no, please don't hold back. Because, you know, she was going to hold back. And I said, no, I need you to stay in your power, because I'm not in my power. So that's what happens when you have a team of goddesses and queens and empresses, and that we get together for that reason. Because when one of us is not in our power, the other ones can pour into you, so that you can see your worth, so that you can see your reflection in the mirror. Like somebody was saying yesterday, right? But so you have to clean your mirror before you see your reflection. If not, you're going to see the mud in the reflection. And that's what you're going to think is okay. And you're going to continuously walk in the mud because you're seeing the mud in the mirror. So that was so deep and profound. So Willow, I love you. Dee, you know how much I love you. It was, so yeah. So when I am not in my power, I have my queens to hold my hand, one on the other side, so we can work together. Because if we're gonna do this for all of us, we need each other. We need the community. If we're gonna be millionaires together, we need each other.
Yes.
To get that, to do that for our family. Let's see if anybody else wants to share something else.
Gisela. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget about your goddess codes.
Oh.
Don't forget about them.
Yeah.
They pop in and out, and just like the energies, they disguise themselves. They disguise themselves because you are familiar with them.
Yes.
And they continue to come. So Mamacita, all of that we did last night, that was in a ways. That was it really went deep. I went deeper than, and today is still going on, and I'm still seeing things are coming through, and I'm just allowing it so that I can see what's real and what's not. And then so that we can place some good stuff in between, and get ready because this is gonna take over. This plane is gonna fly very soon.
Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes!
Plane
already
is
has
already, and
it already has
already. Our water is in the ocean, and we are going to pour. So stay tuned because we are here, and if I don't know if anybody else wants to share something else, will come through and then we'll share from there.
I just want to say the crumbs. Follow the breadcrumbs. There is given to us, and yes, it's given according to our understanding and where we find ourselves in that moment. So it's going to come. You ain't going to miss it. It's going to be exactly how you will see it in that moment. Because there is no failure for the human soul. There is no failure. Our angels got us. Oh my goodness. And what you all don't know is right before, the night before, or that morning before Jessie and I spoke, I had a dream about Prince. And I told her, and it all was coming. I said, all right, let me tell you the rest of it, because it turned out the dream was for Jessie.
Yeah.
And
I was
man,
this morning, yeah. I was walking on my walk with Biggie, and
wow.
and what my guys were saying, that dream was for you. It was for you to take it easy, not for Angela to take it easy. For you to take it easy because you're overdoing it now.
Wow. Because I was trying to figure out my dream. Like, who is this for? Is it for my mother? Is it for... And Prince, why are you here? But then I was talking to him. I said, you look just like Jesus. I said, tell me. I said, you're a Jehovah's Witness, right? He said, yes. I said, tell me what it says in your scriptures. And he says, talking and tell me the scriptures. And I'm like, who is this for? I was about to call my mother and said, no, don't do that. I didn't know till that evening. And I was in bed, you all, just he called me. And I'm a very light rester. So I wake up when I hear something. And I push the button, and Jessie can see me way across the room inside my covers. I was in my bed. I said, no, I'm good. I got up, turned the lights on. What you need? What you want? What's up? I'm here. So those clues, The movies that you see, the different songs will come on, and a word will be said. I've been set to tears in the middle of traffic. I would set my question to the universe in the morning, and a good question. And I'm driving to work right after, and a song go boom, and then I'm just, remember, crying is healing. And it comes. It'll come in a word. Someone says something will do something. You'll see a paper on the floor. I can't explain it, but you'll know it when you see it because it belongs to you. Because it belongs to you. You'll know it when you see it. And when you see it, you're going to feel it, listen to it, trust, and surrender. That gut feeling everybody's talking about, it is real. That is your God feeling. That is your angels. That is the Almighty God tapping you in that moment. Say, yeah, it's right. Don't doubt yourself. And it came to you. Believe it. Oh my goodness. We are so blessed, y'all. We all are. And we're not just talking to each
You
other.
want to break some stuff down. I know you do. So you go ahead.
Yes, pour in, Mama.
See you. I'm like, yes, she wants to break it down for everybody. So boom, boom, boom.
Yes, I had some downloads. You know me. You know.
Yes, baby girl.
When, oh my gosh, so much. When Angela was speaking about getting that feeling, because I was thinking in my mind, well, Angela, there's been times where I've had the feeling, but I didn't know I had the feeling. You know, I didn't know. And that does go back to what she was saying as far as being quiet, trust, and surrender, you know. But then I was like, you know, my mind is always talking. Is always, well, but D, hello, what about when you did not feel worthy? You know? And this is where you do your inner work, but sometimes you can't do it all yourself.
Yeah.
And now I'm going back to what Jessie said. Jessie said, get you a tribe. So today, anyone that's watching us live or in the replay, you need to reach out to one of us or all three of us, however you want to do it. So we can get you, even not even with us, but with us, with other women or other men or multiple tribes, because all three of us, we're probably in 4 or 5 different tribes. And the reason that is so important is because everyone experiences an expertise is needed to uplift us, to help us, to also see, we can physically see, ooh, that's possible. That's possible. Okay, watch out now. Because remember, we are complete within ourselves. Yes. But we don't remember that. You have to learn that. You have to remember that. You have to learn it again.
Mm-hmm.
And you do that by also remembering that we're all one. So you can learn from other people's experiences. So get your tribe is so important, especially right now. And I just looked in the chat and I saw a man that said crack-a-lackin'. Exactly. Get you a crack-a-lackin' tribe.
Yes.
Tribes.
Yes.
Not one. Because honestly, you limit yourself. And I've been there, done that. You limit yourself if you only hang out with like 2 of your friends. No, because only those 2 friends can help you. Or, boo, what if y'all both had the same weakness? That's no benefit. Come on now. Get you some more friends. Get you multiple people of different experiences from different planets. Watch out now, because I'm not from Earth. That's all I got to say. I'm not from Earth. From different planets, different species. Dude, quit thinking that dog that keeps coming up to you is just loving on you. No, he's trying to tell you something. That's what I mean, different species. Get you multiple tribes. That's my download.
A butterfly just went past my window.
Right.
There's one.
Right. Ooh, wait, another download. Don't be so focused on what does this mean. Well, what does a butterfly mean? What does angel numbers 444 mean? Don't focus on that. You're missing it by focusing. That's a distraction.
Yes. That's the
Your energy
ego.
knows. Just trust it.
That's
Trust
the
it. Believe
ego.
it. Boo. Woo. Butterfly. Woo. And allow whatever that maybe you cannot hear yet. Just go
Mhm.
ahead and absorb it.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you
And,
for
and,
saying that.
and then you will get it. You will get it. Because been there, done that. I've stopped doing all kind of stuff because I was so distracted about these angel numbers. And I'm looking everywhere. I'm looking at God Google. The Google God. Oh, my Google God. I'm trying to figure stuff out. Leave the Google God alone, boo, and allow
God
what's
within.
inside of you to resonate with it and be okay with it. Trust, surrender, and just keep going. Keep it moving.
Gosh. So okay, so something else came up.
Watch
Wow.
out.
Oh, I told you. Mm. Oh, this is so important for that. Oh man. So because I was so distracted and not in my power, and I was so listening to all the noises, something
Oh.
beautiful came through. So I am on my walk with Biggie. I'm the extended walk. So I am on a corner and I am like, oh my God, I really need guidance, like fast, because I really need to get out of this road. I want to, it's cold. I want to go back home. And do I have to go? So like all of that. A fire truck comes out and it's the number 7, ladder 7 comes out. And whew, emergency. Then an ambulance comes. And still, she misses the signs. So I look down and, I'm still talking to my guys, please, like, take me out. They already said 1 or 2 and I didn't listen. But the third one that came through was this beautiful man that I used to speak to in my old job. And his dog, Rocco, knows me so well that he saw me and started barking. And that's how I looked up. And I said, Rocco, oh my God, Rocco, what? I haven't seen you in like forever. Hold on, Dee, because you're going to love this when I tell you the next part. I was like, oh my God, Rocco, I love you so much. Oh my God, chills. Like, I don't even know the owner's name, by the way.
You didn't need to.
So Rocco, oh my God, because where I used to work at before, we used to have trees. So every owner that had a dog, I didn't even really speak to them. I spoke to the dog. And then they spoke to me because, the babies first and then the parents. So I used to go to the dog first and I used to give them treats. I used to send them a little envelope with dog treats. That's the one thing that I hated about the pandemic because I wasn't able to do that for the dogs. And they used to come to the drive-thru and they will cry because they knew what they were coming to see. They knew who they were coming to see. This is why this is so big. This is why this whole thing is so big. So I go there and, I'm like, oh my God, Rocco, I'm jumping. Now Biggie's jumping and we're both like, oh my God, I haven't seen you forever. Like, and then the owner comes out and he's like, Mama, you look so good. I haven't seen you in forever. Da, da, da. But he had a headband of where I used to work at. Remember?
These faces.
Yeah, the disguise. So the person that I was looking for, that my guides sent me to get, came on and I missed them. He said, where do you want me to take you, Mama? Where are you going?
Ooh.
And I said, oh, I'm going to go see such and such to tell them about a project, blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh, I don't know who he is. But the person that I'm speaking to right here, he has half of the city bought. That's how much he is here. But because the focus wasn't him, the guys didn't want me to go see him yet. But I still went there. By the way, I didn't listen and I still went there because I was in the mug, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you see what I'm going here? So I was like, oh no. He's like, you don't even have a phone? I said, oh, I do, but I left it home. Why? You shouldn't be walking around without your phone. Oh, it was deep. It was deep. Now I can like remember everything because they're giving me everything right now to say it. Because yesterday when I was trying to speak to Angela about it, I couldn't remember it. Remember? I couldn't remember that. Couldn't remember at all. At all. Like all I remember was seeing him and how excited I was, and that's it, and how triggered I was to see the headband.
But they
That's
had
all
me
I
say
remember.
it. And they had me say it. I didn't know why I was saying it. They had me saying it, and I was showing her, and you put your phone in this bag and put it on your back. I didn't know.
Yeah. So then I went
Wow.
back and I was like, and then he was like, I want to, he's like, oh, you know, it's so nice to see you. The other guy is like, oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. I was like, oh, I missed you so much. I haven't seen you in a while. This is so comforting. Even my heart was warm. My whole body was warm, but still missed all the time. So then he turns around the way that I'm supposed to be going. The way that I'm supposed to be going, he turns around and he says, I see you around, neighbor, and leaves. I love you. And he leaves. Okay, he leaves. And then I go back to my walk. I am leaving now. There's a lady that's coming this way with a purple shirt on. And I missed her too, telling me to go this way. So I did the walk and I went there and, I talked it out and blah, 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 blah. I came back. I came home and, the rest happened and, my guys continued to give me everything. And then I go in to take a shower and all of this stuff. And then my kids are like, oh, we're going to watch a movie. And I was like, okay, let's go watch a movie. Yeah, Joe. Then my guys were like, all the scenes of the walk. I was like, ooh, okay. Wow, okay. So yeah, with that being said, it's when we're in the muck, in the when we are in the slump, when we are, all of that looks familiar because we've been there for way too long, and we seem to go back because it's familiar. We go back because it's comfortable and it's comfort, the comfort zone and all of it. But in the comfort zone, there is no elevation. Even if those people have the means, but they don't trust you because they don't trust who you are. They don't trust who you bring to the table. But because I had already built a relationship with Rocco and his dad, and he was once homeless, and that's what my passion, but that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be working with, I'm going to be working with dogs, rehabilitating people, because the dogs are going to help me rehabilitate them. This has been done in New Orleans, and I want to bring it here because the foundation that I adopted my dog from, Biggie Brick City Rescue, I'm looking for a partnership so that I can help them. I want to build a ranch so that we can do it together, so that they can help, so we can heal together, so we can rehabilitate the dogs and they can get a home and they can go to a beautiful home and be rehomed. And also the people that are wounded because of the war, because of the streets, because of humanity, because of the situations, because of things that have happened in their life. That is why I don't stop my passion and my goal and my purpose and all of it. Because yes, it is for my family, but it is a bigger, and this is from my husband's side, and I will be doing the women's side. So yeah, welcome to my healing temple. Our healing temple. Ooh. Our healing temple.
Oh my gosh, Jesse, all I gotta say, oh my gosh. Because you know I'm all about not really talking to the humans, I'm talking to the animals. Oh my gosh, all I can hear when you said the guides speak to us at all time. That's the moral of the story, what she said. They're constantly talking to us. We have to be sensitive.
Mhm.
You guys need to put down, I say need, because this is what you need to do. It's a need, okay? I'm telling you at this point. Affirm, I will seek the lesson in every moment. If Jessie only would have asked and had those glasses on, okay, so why does that person have on a purple shirt? And I know a minute ago I said quit trying to figure out stuff. Remember the angel numbers and you're trying to figure it out. But still, there's time. It's so funny because oh my gosh, I remember I'm using this feminine energy that's contradictive, basically. Because my point is there's a time and place for it though.
Mm. Wow. Wow, wow,
So
wow.
don't go crazy and just also focused on that. Okay. But still be aware of it.
Yeah.
Be sensitive to the vibration of it. And still go on your treasure hunt. But don't ever be mad because you're not there.
Yes.
Jesse, are they saying that they want me to ask that or you?
The
Oh, no,
guy.
so they're saying to ask follow-up questions. So like, let's say you see so for me, it was, I saw a lady with the purple shirt and I asked a follow-up question. But that's after the walk, because during the walk, I was still concentrating on everything else. So when I came home, whatever I was reminded to, I asked the follow-up questions. And the one thing that is going to help on what Dee is saying right now is to set the intention the night before for your walk the next day, because that's what they had me write last night. Set your intention the night before of what you want to accomplish on your walk the next day, so that they can do all of and you can find out, like, by when you see it, you're like, oh, okay. Or when you hear, you're like, oh, okay, that's what's happening. Because that's what happened to me today. Like yesterday, I couldn't pinpoint these things. And then today, because I set the intention yesterday, like today, my husband's like, and I'm like, so yeah, I didn't want to interrupt, but go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That was so needed. So needed. And we're at 11:04, so I will
Yeah.
stop here so we can be respectful of our time and your time as well. Give it right back to the beautiful, amazing Willow.
Oh, I like how you said that. Willow. I like how you say that. That was all types of special, all types of fire up in there. Oh my goodness, everyone. My heart is on fire. And I know yours is too. Wow. Such an amazing blessings that we received today. All the lessons and the flow. Look how we flowed today. That was, oh, wow. We're doing the work. We're doing the work. We're doing the work. And I wanted to say that even when you find yourself, when you feel, oh, this isn't working, it's always working. It's always working. Even the moments where it looks like something's not happening, it's happening. The lesson is in everything that we do. And I did not just pay attention. All right, so why does it look like I stopped right now? Why does it look like a blockage right now? And I'm not supposed to go to a left or right. And when I was a little bit younger than now, I would get concerned because I thought, oh, something's wrong with me because I can't see or I can't hear, because I was comparing myself to other people, you know. But let it go, let it go. Everything will come to us as we believe in who we are. I looked at, and please look at this movie. I looked at Sean and the Ten Rings that last night. I think is that the movie, Jesse? That was on fire. The Ten Rings. Yeah, it's a Marvel movie. You all have to see that left, right, and center. I even taped it. I will send it to you if you want. If you have enough memory, woohoo! That was speaking. He asked one question. He asked one question to his mother's sister because his father had the 10 rings and nobody could beat him but one person, his mother. And he asked, what did she have? She's the only one who could beat him. And the answer was, your mother knew herself. Know thyself. Know who you are, and things open up. As we find out about ourselves, you'll see the next door open and the next door open and the next door open, and beautiful life be happening. Yes, right. The next door be open and the next door be open. You're like, what? Really? Oh, wow. Gifts coming to you. Love you all dearly. Until we have our last words was said throughout this whole show. Everybody said what we were supposed to bring today. But the Spirit did say to ask, DeAnna, did you have a question or a word that you want to share with us today? You were so beautiful sitting here watching the show the whole time, and the Spirit just told me to ask you, do you have something you would like to impart on everybody from your experience today?
Yeah, well, I actually have quite a few experiences from today. So this morning I woke up and I asked my father if I could come with him to like a construction store because I had to buy like some foam boards for my studio. And he accepted. It was a weird morning because it was so much like positivity, but at the same time like triggers and stuff like that coming up. So yeah, we arrived at the store, and after I looked at the foam boards, I waited for my father because he still had some stuff to do in the store. And I was like, okay, so how can I make this time be valuable for me? How can I enjoy it? And I went to like the gardening section of the store, and it was outside, and it was such a beautiful day, like very sunny and warm, and it was awesome. And there were some flower pots made from concrete, and they were kind of like very aesthetically pleasing. And I was like, but like everybody sees the beauty of them because it's like physical, but like how can I like get past that point, and how can I see more from that? And I got the insight to like touch the insides of the flower pots, and they were so soft. And I was like, wow, imagine if more people would like feel it. And as I did that, I realized that I knew this already, that my love language is physical touch. But like, I realized in that moment that when I was a kid and when I used to go with my older sister to shops, she would tell me like, oh, don't touch anything, like stay away, like don't break anything or stuff like that. And I realized today that, wow, like actually feeling and touching and doing my thing, like would have helped me so much further, like, I don't know, like explore the world around me. And now I finally learned this lesson, and I reminded myself of this. I was like, yeah, now I can experience the world on my terms.
Yes.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yes. Oh, congratulations. Wow.
Yeah,
That is amazing, and such an amazing experience.
yeah,
Wow.
it is.
An elevation for yourself. Experience the world on your terms. Yes. And to be able to see, connect the two after
Yeah,
that. Your experience with your sister, and then now, and just wow. You leveled up, girl.
yeah, I did. Thank
I
you.
love you so much. I love you so much. Used to have
Oh,
such an
I love
awesome and
you too.
amazing experience. Oh, gracias. You have an amazing, amazing spirit. Beautiful. Everyone, wow, this has been a blessed day. We pray that everyone continues to have this blessed and beautiful day wherever you find yourself, morning, afternoon, or evening. Remember, make it your own. Be yourself, love yourself, and don't be so hard on yourself. I pray that everyone continues to have a blessed day full of love and light, and we will see you tomorrow for more Flow from the Queens. Love you all dearly. Peace.